President Trump and APO's administration filed a petition with the U.S. Supreme Court Thursday night that seeks to reverse rulings by lower courts in Hawaii and Maryland that blocked a temporary ban on travel to the United States from 6 majority Muslim countries. The Trump administration says the Constitution gives the president and broad authority to prevent aliens abroad from entering this country when he deems it in the NATION and APO's interest. The preliminary injunction in Maryland was upheld by the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals heard arguments in the ADMINISTRATION and APO's appeal to lift the Hawaii injunction, but it has not yet ruled. Trump is asking the Supreme Court to review the case in the Fourth Circuit and to place stays on the rulings by both that court and by the Ninth Circuit. The executive order was issued in early March. It suspends for 90 days the entry of foreign nationals from 6 countries that sponsor or shelter terrorism: Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. The White House says in its Supreme Court filing. In a statement about the new filing, Justice Department spokeswoman Sarah Isgur Flores said, "We have asked the Supreme Court to hear this important case and are confident that President Trump and APO's executive order is well within his lawful authority to keep the nation safe and protect our communities from terrorism. The president is not required to admit people from countries that sponsor or shelter terrorism until he determines that they can be properly vetted and do not pose a security risk to the United States." Trump and APO's executive order calls for worldwide review of the visa process to take place during the 3 months of the travel ban. It also would suspend the U.S. refugee admission program for 120 days and lowers the maximum number of refugees who can enter the U.S. in 2017. The contested executive order is a revised version of Trump and APO's first attempt at a travel ban, which was issued in his first week in office. The temporary travel ban created chaos at airports both in the United States and abroad as officials grappled with ambiguous instructions on whether and whom to admit to the country. A U.S. District Court judge in Seattle blocked the executive order. The U.S. Justice Department appealed to the Ninth Circuit, which upheld the lower court and APO's injunction. After first pledging to take the case to the U.S. Supreme Court, the president issued a revised executive order in an effort to address objections raised by the Seattle judge. The revised order was blocked by judges in Hawaii and Maryland.